Hello, beautiful souls. My name is Eliza Mozal. I am an energy healer and a spiritual mentor. And I am right now in Chicago in a hotel room. So I come to you with a quite beautiful, very powerful as well message, because it is all about honoring yourself and honoring your transition. We all go through a different shifts in our lives, especially different shifts on our journeys, through which we are experiencing a massive and different changes and shifts of energies flowing through us. And very often these shifts of energies brings to us unexpected feelings, unexpected emotions, or maybe unwanted feelings and emotions. And we feel different, we feel not good enough, we feel like something maybe is wrong with us. But when we are honoring our journey, this is actually the most beautiful and magnificent opportunity to be with yourself and allow this energy to flow out of you, because that's what it actually wants to do in the first place. So when I started actually going through this journey and learning about, okay, so how do I do this? How do I make this journey the way that it works, the way that I grow through, and the way I go through it as each time, each day, end result is better, not bitter, right? How do I do it? How do I make this happen? How do I make that work for me in a different form? And when I started realizing that each time I actually assign a specific meaning to that sensation that I feel in my body, each time I actually assign a specific negative meaning, I'm going to end up feeling negative, and I'm going to brand that experience as negative. More so, even I'm going to that experience is going to brand me in a negative way. And I started learning that I actually don't have to do it like that. I don't. Nope. I'm just gonna choose to say no, nada. Today I'm gonna choose loving myself. And how can I actually love myself today more than the day before, right? Especially when I feel those unwanted emotions, especially when I feel those sensations that I'm used to running away from. And when I started understanding how energy works and that it actually constantly wants to flow through me, and majority of our time and energy and money and attention unconsciously we spend on pressing down, suppressing and repressing this energy that only wants to be in motion, energy in motion, emotion. So it wants to simply flow out through us. So when I started facing those feelings and emotions and no longer run away from them, magnificent things started happening. I started sitting with myself and with that energy, and I started just breathing in and out from my heart. I started opening my heart. I started healing my heart center in the center of my chest. I started healing my energy, all of my energy centers, all my body, everything within me and around me, because we are more than 99% space. And I started learning more and more. I allowed myself actually to go through that process by simply choosing to honor my transition. No longer reject myself for not being shiny or not being this or not being that, but just simply allow that energy that flows through me show me a story. The old story we repeat in the back of our head that keeps us stuck. So when that energy comes up and I look at the story that I'm facing, because the energy is now high, very close to leave my system, everything flows from the first bottom root chakra up over there. So when I face that story over here, I am able to choose one. either identify with it. Yes, poor me, this happened when I was little, oh no, and when I was in work in my 9 to 5, blah blah blah. So I can choose to go there, which I've done most of my life in the past, or I can make a new choice. The new choice that brings new results, like spontaneous, unknown lifestyle, traveling, living in abundance of love, abundance of joy, abundance of finances, abundance of hugs, abundance of crystals. I'm crazy about crystals. Who would know? And that different choice cannot have anything to do with that old choice. So I cannot identify with the story when it comes up, when I'm sitting with the energy, but I had to look at it. I had to face it and learn from it and turn the past into wisdom. Turn the darker from lower centers that comes up to the light into the light. Become an alchemist of my own energy, mastering my own energy. And that other choice started bringing me totally different results. That started happening. I started doing this journey over 6.5 years ago, but going that deep and learning that much energy has been the last 2 years about. And it's a beautiful and extremely magnificent self-discovery journey, because we are learning who we truly are. We're not just a name, we're not just our bank account or the list of our exes. We are a magnificent, divine expressions of light. We literally can choose whoever we want to be. And yes, it can be instant, it can be entirely instant, and it can be a slow process. So the less we compare ourselves with others, but only see what's possible and where I'm limiting myself, that's when the progress, that's when the wheel starts spinning, and it spins then faster and faster and faster. So the more you are on the top of your game, which it means the more you are in your body, the more you are aware what's happening within you and the energy just around you. How do you interpret that? What kind of meaning do you assign to anything that is happening? The more you're becoming a master of your energy, the master of your life, the master manifestor, because you no longer spread yourself thin and you constantly give that energy to everyone else and everything else around you. And you know what, guys, that often very happens on a subconscious level, because it isn't just about constantly watching TV and eating McDonald's. It isn't just about constantly chasing the next lover. It is about subconsciously we often feel energies around us, and if we are in not the right environment, we are gonna feel like we've got to protect ourselves. That was for me my case when I was in my 9 to 5 for a long time, until I expanded my energy within that environment to not be touched by these energies 99% of time, 99% of time, because at the end of the day it was all about what's going on over here within Eliza. And if you are right now at the part of your journey that what you are experiencing is painful, it's really painful, and you feel like you are suffering, let's just remember that pain is not optional. It is a part of the journey. It is a part of the journey. It doesn't have to be 24/7, not at all. Yet it is a part of the journey. Does it have to be every day? Not at all. Suffering is optional, and we are conditioned into suffering. So we are conditioned step by step, day by day, since the first day we were born, since before we were born, through the energies, through the DNA expression from our beautiful parents, none of their faults. It all goes down generation after generation. So this is not about pointing fingers, not at all, but us taking the responsibility for what we are incarnated into, to have that opportunity to move that energy, change it, and transmute it back into the light again. Everything comes from the light. Everything returns to the light. And we can be involved in that, and we are the light. We all have the capability to do so. We all have magnificent abilities. Let me assure you, we all have them. It's all about you being in your power and owning these abilities versus not being in your power, giving your power away. And that's okay as well, because it's just another journey and another choice. So we all are conditioned into spreading ourselves thin, being powerless. We're all conditioned into that. Yet it comes a moment of awareness where we can realize that someone has been lying to me, and you know what? I'm actually gonna refuse to be a victim. So if there is a suffering right now in your life, please remember this is conditioning pattern. Look at it. Be very, very, very honest and loving with yourself. Do not let yourself off the hook. Study that pattern. See when it comes up, what happens within you, why is it happening within you, how your mind is labeling that, how your body is trained to follow it. And grab that cigarette, grab that drink, buy drugs, or go and do action that brings you over and over guilt and shame. And pain is something that it is a part of this journey. It is a part of this journey, and when it's faced head on, everything changes. Everything changes. But our conditioned mind, our old conditioned mind, is so sneaky that very often it's gonna take you on a massive detour, or it is gonna take a time until we are gonna ripe enough to be able to face those biggest fears. Yet every single day we have the opportunity to do so. If you struggle in any shape and form with your journey right now, with your spiritual awakening, with your expansion, please love yourself enough to invest in yourself. Go through more of these videos, like them, save them, rewatch them, take a journal, take a note. Love yourself enough to meditate 3 times a day, every single day. No excuses. That's your conditioning. No excuses. No buts, no ifs, no justification. Just do it. I love myself and I do it. And just do as much as you can. Do as much as you can on that journey. Not leaving a gap for the old mind to come in. And if you need help, hire help. If you feel like I'm the person for you, PM me. Send me a private message. Maybe I will have a spot when you do that, maybe not. I'm gonna send all of you lots of love for now, and many, 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 many blessings. Sending lots of love to every single one of you for being you, for being the light, for walking through this journey, being on the path, choosing to be here and now in this moment of time. And most of all, thank you for being you. You came here to be you, no one else. So thank you for being you. Let's all of us honor our transition, and the more we do that for ourselves, it is so much easier to do that for another. And another, we are all in oneness. We are all in oneness. There is no another. We are all one together. Lots of love to you all.